So now it's time for our fourth kind of letters that are made in similar ways. And there's just two of them, and it is pull back. And notice the pull back is kind of circular. It's like a little hump going backwards. And most of the time we've been going forward. We did pull back on that first set where we had the A and the O, but this one is a short pull back. It's not all the way around like we do with the O and the A. This is just a short pull back. So we have letter F, and then we also have the letter S. And we're going to look at those. All right, so we're going to practice now our F and our letter S. We're going to imagine that we have a house with our upstairs and downstairs in our basement. And the letter F has to start upstairs. But unlike some of the other letters that we've done, we don't actually start on the dotted or on the line. We start in the middle of the upstairs and the downstairs. So that's a little bit different. We're going to start in the middle of the upstairs and downstairs. We're going to pull back, down, we're going to touch the ground, and then cross. So notice we started in the middle of the upstairs this time. Pull back, down, and cross. So the letter S is in the downstairs, and this is a hard letter because it has to fit in the downstairs. The whole thing has to fit in the downstairs. And you actually don't start on the dotted line. It's a lot like the F. You start in the just below the dotted line, and we're going to pull back, in, around, back, and around. S is really tricky. So pull back, in, around, and back around. And that's how we make the letter S. So try it. Put your finger on the S. Pull back, in, around, and back around. All right, again, as we've talked about before, sometimes your paper doesn't have those dotted lines, and so you have to do it without the dotted lines. So we're going to draw, again, that house with the upstairs, the downstairs, and the basement. We're going to try the F, and F starts in kind of the middle of the upstairs. We're going to pull back, down, and then cross. Pull back, down, and cross. So this is not a pushing up, it's pulling back. And letter S, again, it has to stay in the downstairs. We're going to pull back, in, around, back, and around to make the letter S. And that's a hard one because it has to fit in the downstairs. All right, so go practice F and S in your journals.